Let's use the double angle formula for cosine 2x and determine sine squared x and cosine squared x. So from this equation, we can determine sine squared x by adding 2 sine squared x first and then subtracting cosine 2x. And so when we do that, we get 2 sine squared x, and this equals 1 minus cosine 2x. Dividing by 2, we get sine squared x. This equals 1 minus cosine 2x divided by 2. Now we find cosine squared x from this equation. For that, we add 1 to both sides and divide by 2. And so when we do that, we get cosine 2x plus 1. This equals 2 cosine squared x. Dividing both sides by 2 and rearranging for cosine squared x, we get cosine squared x. This equals, we write this as 1 plus cosine 2x. This is divided by 2. Therefore, we can write cotangent squared x. This equals, let's recall the cotangent x identity. This equals cosine x divided by sine x. And so squaring both sides, we get, we square both sides. Cotangent squared x, that is cotangent squared x. This equals cosine squared x. We square this both sides divided by sine squared x. So we put cosine squared x divided by sine squared x. This is cotangent squared x. Now we utilize the values of cos squared x divided by sine squared x. So cos squared x is 1 plus cosine 2x. This is divided by 2, and this divided by, replace sine squared x as 1 minus cosine 2x. This divided by 2, and so we can write this as 1 plus cosine 2x divided by 2 and multiply by the reciprocal of the denominator expression, that is 2 divided by 1 minus cosine 2x. And so we can cancel this 2 and this 2, and so this simplifies to 1 plus cosine 2x divided by 1 minus cosine 2x. So this is the expression for cotangent squared x.